Alrighty, we have a great game today as the Mississippi Railraiders head to Memphis. I am TLK742, the commissioner of the SCFSL Majors, an Access Simulation Football League. I'll be talking about both the game as well as sort of what's going on. We're going to play in Boston. Our expert picks has Memphis as the underdogs, but Memphis looks retooled as Peter Softens no longer has three Body McBottersons at wide receiver. It should be a good game as they are looking to bounce back after their heartbreak loss to the Binaries on Tuesday. I'll be talking about both this game as well as the league as a whole. Something I always like to say at the beginning of my streams, the point of the development league is about player development. It's about making sure players grow, they have fun, they're enjoying themselves. It's not about the wins, it's not about the losses. It's about making sure they have a great experience and are getting the playtime they well deserve. So, we're going to be talking about this. We're going to see what's going on and everything like that. Memphis is in the blue. Mississippi is in the white. Just for those keeping track at home. And red is going to take this one and get some good yardage on the kickoff. As Cameron has time, finds a man deep. It's red. Red is going to be gone. As you can hear the blocks in the background. Red has space. And Mississippi, the team with one loss to the season, strikes first. As Bob Robb, the new kicker, will get the extra point. And what has started off really strong for Mississippi, Memphis now has to respond to. But I'll say this, Softens has played absolutely great as a quarterback considering his players are nothing but Body McBottersons. If you didn't catch this in my first game, let me quickly explain. As players grow and as they join, they will be placed on a team. Anytime there is not a human there, they will be placed by a worse version of a player, Body McBotterson. So that's sort of that. You'll see that a lot. And it's a face mask on Toasties, the soon-to-be retired player. So this will do it. And it's a flag, it's a hold, it's going to not hold as Allen's first catch will be returned. And it's 1st and 20. Allen was recently picked up off waivers. One of the things that someone just responded on was how fast they were on a team. I believe it was McMorris who even commented. And there's his first reception, a 24-yarder. They're looking like a much different team now. I don't know if it's going to be enough to stop Mississippi. They have been an absolute force. But, nonetheless, they've been great. And Blaze Boss will get the first down here. I know he had a request for me to update to check his players' updates, make sure something wasn't going wonky. I still have to do that. But this holding call is going to put them back at 1st and 20. Last time they were at a hold, they found freak, I forgot his name already. And it's another hold. It's coming back even more. Wilkins' catch, great as it is going to be unfortunately making this 1st and 30. Softens will give a pitch to Boss. Boss will get about 7 yards here, which is a great run. But not enough. They need to chuck it deep. And they're going to give it to Boss, who's on the sidelines at the flat. He's falling forward. Does he have the first? He does. Softens is 6 for 7. They have been able to build a sustained drive. And deep downfield, it has failed to be caught. I spoke too soon on a sustained drive. But out in the flats is Wheel Turner, who just can't quite get the turn on their wheels. Yeah, I'm done with that pun. And that's an overthrow. They're going to have to settle for a field goal from Body McBotterson, who is not the most accurate as his attributes are all 55s. But the kick is good. Barely. A scrape, skin of their teeth kick. 33-yarders. Memphis is in this game and has points on the board. But now they need to stop Mississippi. And after 2 weeks of Perry being the running back, they're going to be facing Kingston, who I don't know if anyone has seen him run yet, but if you haven't, you're in for a treat because the man has wheels and he fumbles. Bod McBotterson is luckily there to pick it up, making the 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Not 2nd and 3rd. And it's a screen pass. Kingston again. He gets 2 yards, making this inches, or 1. It's do or die here for the defense in the 6-2. And Kingston makes a man miss, and he is gone. There's a reason why. They've got the send down. They've got a great OL send down in Slim did nothing wrong. And they have a really good running back send down in Daniel Kingston. I don't know where he's going to be next season. And I say that because I know he's on the Frost Giants. Question is whether Frost Giants will move on from Sina Kobiakawa, who's been having a phenomenal year at running back in Reykjavik. But we'll find out when we get there. Softens, has time, and it is a pick. Jacob Toasties, who's just having a day. Daniel Kingston will fall forward, get 9, 8. That brings up the end of the first quarter. So someone said the cadence that the quarterback says dictates what sort of play they call. I'm very curious about that. So if they say green, I believe it's a screen or a run. I don't know. Well, we'll see. So they said green there. Yeah, every time it's a green, it's a run play. That's 2 in a row. But blue is also a run play. I'm very confused. In fact, all of them have been run plays. I'm calling shenanigans on this theory. And the kick from Bob Robb is way wide. So Memphis gets out of there with a lucky bad kick. And a short pass to Wheel Turner. Wheel Turner falls forward, has the first. No, Wheel Turner is shy. I thought they had it. And deep downfield, double coverage. They had the separation, but just not the arm on it. Now in a 6-2. Softens has time. He's in trouble. He is sacked. And Memphis is going to have to punt. And it's a short punt from McBotterson, who give it to Kuan Dijo. The Flamingos send down. Kingston is averaging 10.3 yards per carry. Now a little less. He's averaging just over 9. And he's back above 10 again. No, he's 9.7. I was wrong. And it's a deep bomb downfield is red again for a second touchdown of the night. Mississippi is feasting. And that'll do it. And a deep bomb out. Not deep bomb. A short little check down for 9. I don't know why I said deep bomb there. Softens. That's a deep bomb. And Wheel Turner has it. I've been talking about Wheel Turner, I think, all season. Wheel Turner is an amazing tight end. They're also a really great person in EVOC. I would be surprised if they're not gone in the first round. Blue 19, red hike. And Josh Allen, not Josh Allen, Josiah Allen. I don't know. Sometimes, once I start actually seeing these players more, I will see them as Wilkins will get his first ever career touchdown. Andre Wilkins, the new wide receiver, I think was signed last week. But what a start. I think they're actually a running back. No, that's the second. They're recreating. I'm getting it. This has been like whirlwind of the past 48 hours. Blue 47. Blue hike. Memphis gives it to Kingston. And Kingston will get about 5, 2. Wow. Moral of the story, folks. Don't do this right after work. You will be exhausted. As red is going to get somewhere. I sadly don't have the dulcet tones or the brain span for this that Zelly does. Kingston flies forward and will get the first down. Tracy Cameron is technically listed as a running back. He is a quarterback. He has not missed a catch, and Jake Utler will get that one. Let's start the second half. Memphis does get the ball, so they get saved by the bell as the time ran out. And Allen will get this one. He'll get to about the 33. They're saying 32. And Softens is going to run with it, but no dice. He is sacked for a loss of 4. The coverage is just holding up, but not here. As Blaze Boss gets it, but doesn't fall enough, so it's 3rd and 1. And Softens finds McBotterson, and it is a fumble. And so Mississippi has a chance to strike as they give the ball to Kingston. And Kingston's going to get 9, 8. And it's a punt. And this one will coffin. It's inside the 5. Softens needs to get this thing out and get it quick as he is under pressure. And Wilkins will make a man miss. Fall forward. Does he have the first? He does. What a clutch catch. What a clutch play. And Softens deep downfield. Three people. McMorris, the guy who I was talking about, was the recreate. We'll get this one. This is a little screen to Blaze Boss with a spin move and gets some yardage. He's got 4 yards and Memphis is driving. And it's a false start, making the 2nd and 11. Softens has time. Has Wilkins. And unfortunately, that one just goes nowhere. It was a bad throw, I think, or it was deflected or something. So they're going to have to punt. And this one will not coffin. Kuandija will get it, but will basically get met by Kings players immediately. And so now up by 11, Mississippi and needs to keep this drive alive. Memphis needs a stop. Charlie Red is 3 for 4 on targets, 2 of which have gone for a touchdown. He's a force to be stopped, and that'll bring up the end of the 3rd quarter. So now they're going to run the ball to try and burn as much clock as humanly possible. And a stop fails. Kingston will get a first down, keeping the drive alive. And Kingston, just miscommunication, will take it to the house on a short pitch play. Player tried to deflect to try and get it in the middle of the pitch. I don't blame them, but it didn't work. And Bob Rob's kick is no good. So now Memphis needs to come up with 17 points unanswered in 4 minutes and 22 seconds. Mississippi has absolutely stifled them in the secondary on deep bombs. They've been able to get some yardage, but they haven't been able to get any yardage after the catch. As Wilkins, again, on these short ones they're able to get it, but not on deep bombs. Softens just isn't accurate enough for it or something. But Wilkins will get the first here and run out of bounds to save the clock as a Rail Raiders player goes diving. And Wilkins again, he does get out of bounds again. These smart little plays are actually saving them a ton of time. The clock runoff is automatic, and Wilkins again. You know what? I shouldn't criticize strategy. They're saving time and they're driving. And now it's a play action. In the middle of the field is Wilkins. This time the clock doesn't get a stop. And Blaze Boss is going to get it. They're going to get a first down, but they've got to keep going. And that's a drop. You got to catch that. A little button hook. Softens out to the side is Wilkins. Wilkins steps out of bounds. I would have dived. I would have gone for it. I would have tried to power through. But they're trusting Softens to do something. He's going to throw it to the back corner where there's no one, and they're going to have to settle for the field goal. But since it's fourth quarter and they're down by more than the score, they're going for it. Smart play. And this time they got it. Wilkins, who has been an absolute hero for them, puts up his third touchdown of the night. And it's no good. It bounces. That was wild. It bounced, it lulled, and then it rolled out. And Charlie Red gets nowhere. And so now, Kingston, they decide to throw it. It's a little gutsy. This is a run. Kingston is stopped. So now it's all on this stop for Memphis to try and get back into this game. And Cameron finds Udler. Udler is stopped. So at the 2-minute warning, Memphis is going to get the ball. This is where it gets really interesting now. So if they score, and if they score within enough time, so within the 1-minute mark, they will go for the onside kick. If they score with more than a minute left, they will not. So it's all going to come down to that. Or maybe it's last 30 seconds. Either way, they still have to score first. That's priority one. I've also seen an AI kick an onside kick after a safety because it uses a kick rather than a punt logic, which is fun, wild, and different. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Wilkins, who's been playing just his absolute heart out. I believe it's his heart out. I don't actually know genders of players. It's something I need to put in the player creation form. And Wilkins again. Wilkins has what? 15 receptions. Talk about a great rapport. And this time it's Allen. But the clock is running. They need to throw. I want to say this really fast. They went 40 seconds with nothing but short passes. 31 for 45 for Softens. As Blaze Boss will get it, and he's not falling out of bounds. So they've got to keep going. And Softens in the back corner is Wilkins again. And they're going for 2. This is smart, because if they get it, then they're only down by a field goal. And if they don't, they still need a touchdown anyway. They will. Wilkins, to the surprise of everyone involved. All right, so here it is, the onside kick, moment of truth. It's bobbled. McBotterson picks it up, and that'll likely do it, but we'll see. Memphis is out of timeouts. Mississippi is not. They're going to throw it. This is gutsy as that one falls harmlessly to the ground. And there it is, the Kingston run. And that's going to do it as they are going to burn the clock Memphis doesn't get the win, but they have played their heart and soul out. Wilkins, honestly, is my player of the game, despite not winning. But alas, that is it. I'm TLK742, the commissioner of the SCFSL Majors. Thank you all for joining me. We'll be having our Majors League game tomorrow at 7 o'clock on Twitch.